Hi everybody, it's Gail, Shabby Cottage Studio. Welcome to my channel. I want to say thank you to all of my latest new subscribers and a welcome back to those of you who have subscribed and stopped by. I appreciate each and every one of you. You all mean a lot to me, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the wonderful comments that you leave. Today I've got a Trifold ephemera pack that I made, and I have packed it, just packed it full of goodies. So I hope that you like it, and let's get the show started and I'll show you what I've got. So I have tied this bundle all up with an aged seam binding, and I love this color. To me it's kind of a maybe a steel blue, and I'm almost out of it, if I'm not completely out of it, so I'm hoping that I can find some more of this. What I have are 3 parts to this ephemera pack, and I will show you these in a little bit. But first I'd like to show you the ephemera holder itself. Like I said, it is a trifold. On the front I have done some raised stenciling with texture paste. I've added a saying from Ruby and Pearl. Underneath that I added a little brown dotted Swiss like tulle, and then these gorgeous blue florals and some vintage lace over here on this edge. The back of it is an envelope, and I'll show you that in a moment. But first I'd like to go inside this. Okay, I think I need to raise my camera just a bit, so if you get seasick easy, close your eyes. Okay, let's try that. You can open your eyes. Inside of this trifold, I have 3 sections, of course. Pockets, pockets, and a little pocket. So let's go through these. On this side, I have used some chapter 1 paper, and if I don't remember, I'm not going to remember everything that's in this packet because it's been sitting on my work desk for a little bit. And what I'll do is I will list all the designers in the description box below. If I do know them off the top of my head, I'll tell you, but these days I don't count on my memory for anything. Now this pocket has got some embossed stenciling of some pretty roses here in the corner. And of course I love swans. And the items that are inside this pocket, there are 2 embossed frames. One is just out of some white cardstock, and then the other one is out of a digital that was printed on some cardstock. I have a tag that I created. Just an image. Now some of these, what I've done is, like this tag is on some cardstock. This is a paper image. I've done both, cardstock and just paper, so that whoever gets this pack can do what they want. Maybe they don't want cardstock on the back of an image. So I've kind of tried to do both. And then I've got these vintage, these vintage tickets. This is an original postcard. It's got a shiny surface, so I'm trying to keep off the glare. Oops, see. This young girl's French postcard, and I believe that says 1915. Here's another postcard, and Detroit Institute of Arts. Excuse me, I had to take a sip of water. These are a couple of journal cards from one of my kits in my shop. And again, these are on paper, so you can make journal cards out of them, or tags, whatever you want. And then I love this little framed image. That'd be fun to play with. And then just a pretty little background floral. These pages are from 2 different antique French books. Both of them are dated mid to late 1700s, you know, like the 1760s, I believe, 1764, 65. This one is a nice size, and it's that wonderful rag cotton paper, and like the letters feel like they're embossed. Lovely, lovely. And then this is a smaller French book. Same thing. Cotton rag paper. Lovely font. So that's all that's in this first pocket. And I'm just going to set these aside for now. In the middle, I have 3 different pockets. There is a shorter pocket in the front, and I've just loaded that down with some fussy cuts of florals and butterflies, different floral images. Whoops, that butterfly fell over. Okay, so that's what's in the smaller pocket. Oh, and some more tickets. And then in the middle pocket, there is a tag that I have collaged, cardstock. This is one of Sam Poole's latest die cut collections. I may be wrong, but I think it's called Shabby Basics, and I love the edging on this. It's like something that was ripped from a notepad, and then it's got the irregular edges on the sides. I like that. Here's another cardstock tag that I have collaged, and then the back is, you know, for journaling. So that's this middle pocket, and that is some embossed blue paper, a pale blue paper. And then the back pocket, get these out. This is like a double tag. This comes out, let's see if I can do this. This comes out and it opens like this. So plenty of room for writing inside, and then the back has been collaged, and I'm not going to put that back on camera. Here is a paper tag, and again, this is part of Sam's, I think her Shabby Basics die cut. Again, see, it's got the irregular edges. And this is just on a nice lightweight cardstock. And then another tag that I created, some gold trim and some white lace. Something on the back, and now it's gone. And then on this side, whoops, on this side we have this teeny tiny envelope, which I just love. And I've put a narrow little tag or journal card, whatever you like, in the pocket. Did a little collaging with the antique French paper down here. So that's the trifold on the inside. And like I said, they're, whoops, and then this is the outside of the narrow part. I believe that's chapter 1 papers. Did I say this was chapter 1? Can't remember. So, like I said, on the back, there is an envelope. It has a Velcro tab, and inside is a glassine envelope. And the glassine envelope is full of little goodies. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. The first is, these are shiny too, so we're going to get a glare. I'll try and do it without a glare. These are the Tim Holtz Mini People. Whoops. You're not going to see them if I pile them all in my hand. So that's the Mini People. And there are a couple more that came out of the envelope earlier. Don't want to forget them. So they will go back in the envelope. And then just a random collection of tickets, different kinds of tickets. And just some numbers. This is Laws Drugstore prescription ceiling price little stickers. You know, the gummed labels, I guess you would say. And then I'm not sure what that is. Not transferable. Edwards Motors, London. And then this, I'm not sure what that is. Some more tickets. A playing card with this image on the back. This is an image that I had, and I cut a doily out with it, die cut doily. And then some of my watercolor doodles. And this is a French, a vintage French, part of a vintage French tax document. This is a little lace sampler. It's got 2 pieces of vintage lace on it, if I can get them up. There's that one. And then there's that one. And then this strip of numbers. I'm not sure where they came from or what they're for, but I like them, so I included them. All right, set these aside. And then, again, that's what was in the envelope. And then I have this little plaid, cute little plaid bag that I aged. And there are just some blank tags, and there's some blue ones with the reinforcement, no string, and then just the manila colored tags with strings. So that's what's in this little bag. This would be cute in a journal, this bag. And then this bag, this is a pharmacy bag. It's very thin, so I've collaged on the top and the back. And I just did some sari silk and some vintage tatting down here. I believe this image is chapter 1, I think. I'm not sure about this. A label. I think that's a Tracy label. Just some vintage book page. This is a Ruby and Pearl image. This is chapter 1. This is just a word that I typed on my vintage typewriter on some brown paper, tore it out, and these beautiful blue florals. And then there is a collage on the back. I know that this is Rachel, Roxy Creations. So that's the front and the back. And then what is inside, let's pull this out. And I did just did some sheet music on the edges to reinforce them a bit. We've got this small glassine bag, and it is got vintage buttons in it. Let me put those aside. There is a twisted tangle. I learned that from Donna at Twisted Paper Studio. This is a little sand pool image and a piece of lace, and then some embossed scraps. You see the embossing on them. I love these. These are fun. Got a little vintage button. I think it's a little glass button. And a little sparkly, all on a bulb pin. These are just authentic stamps, postage stamps. Some are vintage, some may not be vintage. Different colors. These are just some little pieces of cotton fabric that I stamped. There's some flowers, butterfly, little bird, bumblebee. So I just thought those would be cute to add to something, maybe add to a cluster. This is just an image that I did some embossed stenciling on. I love this image. And then this is a file folder, and I've just got it wrapped with, this is some old, I'm not even sure what kind of, it's like a yarn. I've had it forever, and it was old when I got it, so I really don't know how old it is, but I'm going to say it's vintage. I don't think, it's certainly not antique, but I think it's vintage. But anyway, this is like a file folder, but actually what it is an accordion pocket. Accordion pockets? Is that plural or singular? I don't remember. And these are just some frame images from my Etsy shop. I've got those in there. I'm just going to set them aside instead of trying to put them back in. These are some Polaroids. And like I said, I'll put the designers down below. Faux Polaroids, I guess I should say. This pocket is just, these are ruby and pearl images that I love. Love those doves. I love all of them. I love ruby and pearl. And then in the last pocket, it's just a little variety of, here's another die cut frame. I painted it gold and antiqued it. This is a pocket. It's just it's a folded pocket. I think I did a video on this. And this pocket's got a little mini envelope in it, and I left it unglued. It's been embossed, so you can do whatever you like with it. That goes in that pocket. There's a pocket on the back. There's a pocket on the back, and then the middle can be a pocket if you would like it to be a pocket. I would close the bottom of this. I would glue it. If you did that, you could use, can you see how it's divided? Then you could have two pockets in there. Let's see if I can see. So there'd be a pocket there, and then you could put a pocket there. Hope that made sense. And then this is just a pocket to add to a journal if you like. And just a little tag. And just a, not vintage, digital decorative piece of paper. This is some handmade embossed paper. And no, I did not hand make it myself. I've got hand making, I got a paper making kit, and years ago, I mean back in the early 90s, I used to make paper, but I just haven't had the, I don't know, the energy to pull out the paper maker. This is a vintage, I'm sorry, this is another one of those antique book pages, French book pages. So that's what is in this pocket file folder expanded thingy. I know there's a name for it. I just can't think of what it is right now. It's like my brain is failing me these days. So anyway, that's what's in this Trifold ephemera pack. I hope that you liked what you saw. These are fun to put together. They do take some time just because I just want to add so much to them and hopefully add things that people would like to use in their own creating. So anyway, that's it for this. And again, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.